So there is something that you want to change in your life. Whatever it is, we all have something that we want to uh, transform, evolve, something that we want probably to create. It can be something that we probably have or not. It can be something that we probably have and we want to make it better. And it can be something that we don't have and we want to create it out of nothing. And I think that it's important to understand that in order to change our future, in order to change whatever it is that you want to change, whatever it is that you want to create, um, that is gotta come. The first thing that we have to pay attention to is changing ourselves, changing the person that we are, changing the way we think, changing our principles, changing our perception, changing the way we think, changing the way we react, and changing our behaviors. And everything starts with changing the places where we're putting ourselves. If things are not going the way you want, if you see that there is no evolution in the way you're thinking, or your life is simply there is nothing new, then that probably means that you just every day is being the same, and you're just putting yourself in the same situations with the same places and the same people every single day. And that's one of the most difficult things to do, when we want to become better people, when we want to improve, when we want to thrive. The most difficult thing to do is to do something different to what we have done before, to do something different what we did yesterday. um, I want to talk about 7 key factors on the mental shift that I think are important. And when I say that these factors are important on mental shift, is because when you shift the way you think, you are gonna change what's coming to your life. You're gonna change what you're gonna live tomorrow and the next day, and you're gonna change the results as well. This is something that I work a lot with. I work a lot with the people that I train, teaching tennis mentally, and it's the same process that you can use whether you're in sports, or it's whether you're in school, whether you're an athlete or not. This is something that you can apply to yourself. And with the first thing is that you have to expect things to happen. You have to expect the things that you want to change to happen. You have to have the idea that they are coming your way, and that whatever you're doing is gonna have the results that you want. And that is the only way that you are going to shift the mentality from someone that is saying, okay, this is not going to happen and I'm not good enough, to someone that is going to be thinking more like, okay, this is happening, I'm working on it, it's a matter of time, and I'm not going to pay attention to the when or the how. You just have to assume that you are the person already, the person that you want to become, and you have to have those feelings and emotions as a person that you want to become already in yourself. So, and the first thing, one of the first thing that you want to pay attention to, expect it to happen. If you don't expect it to happen, that means that you're already starting going towards the wrong direction, and thinking that things are going to turn right, even though your mind is in the negative side of things. So first thing, expect it to happen. The second one, you gotta be ready to receive. This is very linked to the first one, to expect it to happen. Ready to receive means that your mind and behavior, the way you're thinking and the way you're acting, has to be congruent. If if you're not thinking that things can happen, then your behavior is not going to be the behavior of someone that is expecting to be successful. Your behavior is not going you're not going to have the emotions, and you're not going to be thinking, and you're not going to be behaving as a person that thinks that you're going to make things happen. That's why it's so important. You have to be, in order to be ready to receive the things that you want, you have to be in the right channel. If you're expecting, if you are looking to have someone in your life that you say, okay, I want to date someone that has principles and has integrity and is stable will be capable of having a balanced and stable relationship, but you like to go out with bad boys, for example. Obviously, there is no congruence between what you're asking for and the things that you're doing. So that's why, in order to be ready to receive, you have to find your place. You have to find yourself in the right place with the right kind of people. You have to be going to the right places. You have to be surrounding yourself with the right person, and that's the only way you're saying, okay, I'm ready to receive now. I'm putting myself in the place where this can happen. So pay attention to that, to the mind and behavior congruence, and that simply is, that's when you're ready to receive. Be purpose clear is the third one. That means that you have to identify your gift. That means that you have to identify what you're good at. What there is something that we all do well. Sometimes people say I'm not really good at anything, and I say, I don't think that you have really taken the time to sit down with yourself and say, okay, what is something that I know I can do well, even if it's something that you haven't done a lot in your life, but there's got to be something that you're good at, that you enjoy, and say, I will do this thing even if I didn't get paid for it. I just simply enjoy it and I like it. So you have, in order to find your purpose, you have to know what you're good at, what you like, what you enjoy doing, and that's gonna help you find what's the goal, what is it that you want to do. I will suggest that whatever it is that you want to do, it is even better, and it works much better if it's something that is gonna also, if you can see yourself helping other people, whatever it is, whichever is your gift, whatever it is that you're good at, find it. And you always want to find a way to help other people with the gift that you have. The number 4 is that you have to know your weaknesses first. It's very often we hear people say, don't focus on your weaknesses, build your strengths. When I work with athletes, when I work with tennis players, I said, no, you gotta find out first what's your weaknesses. Which are those habits that you have that are not helping you? Which are those things that you do that are keeping you from moving forward? We all are doing something right now, right in this moment, that is not gonna help you move forward. And the idea is that, okay, what is it that I'm doing right now that is keeping me in the place where I am? It could be probably procrastination. You probably waste too much time on the internet or on your phone. I mean, there's just so many. It can be so many things, but you got to find your weakness first. Work on that. A lot of people will say, no, work on your strengths. Okay, when you find your weakness and you start working on it, and you start working on turning things around, and get rid of that bad habit that you have, you are working on the most important part that you need to work on in order to build strength. So you have to focus first. Okay, what is it that I'm doing that is preventing me from moving forward, from becoming the person that I want to be? Number 5, don't condition effort. Don't be the kind of person that says, okay, in order for me to try something, okay, if I want to try this and I'm going to use this method, or I have to wake up early 1 hour every day to do it, or whatever it is that you need to do in order to start building your dream, in order to start working on your goal, on your target. You start working on it, but if you approach it as, okay, this is how to prove to me first that is gonna work. So I'm gonna wake up early 1 hour for the next 3 or 4 days. But if I don't see things going well right away, I'm not gonna do it. You cannot approach change in life. You cannot try to improve as a person if you're putting conditions, if you're conditioning your efforts, saying, okay, this has to prove to me that that is gonna work. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it. it's just simply not gonna be like that, because anything that is really worth working for and sacrificing, it's something, it's gonna be long term. It's not gonna be short term. You might be lucky and successful and find success in long term project, but they're usually not gonna last. So don't condition your effort. You gotta have the mindset, and you gotta keep in your mind the idea that, okay, this is gonna be a long run. This is something that I have to, that whatever I'm gonna change is gonna have to become habits, doing it over and over and over. And it's important not to pay attention when or how it's gonna happen. It's not your problem. That's not one thing that you have to pay attention to. That it's not something that you really want to focus on, because at the moment that you start working on your dream will open the doors that in this moment you just don't know, can understand, and don't have any idea where they can come from. So don't condition your effort, and the when and the how, just leave it out. Number 6, thought becomes production. Thought becomes production means that life, whatever you're thinking, is what's gonna happen. Okay, and it's very important that you understand that whatever is happening to you in life, it's you. It's not life. It's you. Life is probably 10 or 20% only, and you're the rest 90 or 80%. Life is gonna throw things at you, but we have seen the stories in life. That like Viktor Frankl, that wrote. I'm trying to remember the book that he wrote when he was a prisoner in Auschwitz concentration camp in the Second World War. And this is a person that got to survive and adjust to the life in a concentration camp. And you say, if humans are capable of doing or finding strength in situations like that and moving on in their life, then anything is possible. So whatever you're thinking about is simply something that is going to become in the production of your life. If you have to understand that life is going to throw struggles at you, but it's what you think, is what you do about it, what really matters. Life is not really going to control what it is, what it happens to you. It's just gonna throw you the challenges, but it's completely up to you what happens, what you do of them. And the last one is that you have, I think this is by far the most important, is that you have to create certainty. Creating certainty meaning that you have to get to the point and say, I can do it. When you see your goal, you have to truly believe with emotion and images in your mind, say, and truly believing, like, I can do this. You're not just sitting down there and saying, okay, yeah, I can do it. No, what I'm saying is that you have to work mentally, mental work, visualization, yoga, meditation, whatever you need to do, but you have to repeat those images in your mind. Thought with it's got to be a mix of emotions and images, otherwise it's not going to work. And you have to see it. That's why you work mentally every single day. In the morning, if you can do it during the day, and do it at night before you bed. If you repeat that to your mind, you will drill it and you will believe it. If you don't create that certainty, it's just not going to happen. It doesn't matter how much action you put on your dream. You can work for hours every single day in your dream. If deep inside you don't believe that is possible, if deep inside you don't believe that you're good enough to make it come true, it's not going to happen. So I would say the first thing that you want to do is take the time to sit down or lie down and start seeing the images. And the images, they have to be very clear, very vivid, so you can feel the emotions. If it's not a mix of images and emotions in your mind, it's not gonna work. You have to do it over and over until you convince yourself. That's how you convince yourself that you can do it. That's how your subconscious mind says, oh, so this is what you want, this is the person that you want to become, okay, this is gonna happen. If your subconscious, the person that you are right now, is because you have been telling yourself a different story, and your subconscious mind has heard that story for so long, for years. So that's the reason why everything about you right now is ruled. Everything is being controlled by the subconscious mind, because that is a kind of language and that is a kind of person that you've been seeing yourself, and that you've been instructing yourself to be. Well, you gotta rewrite your story, so you can rewrite and shift the story in your subconscious mind. Okay, all right, guys. I hope it helps. Give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you.